Hello and welcome. This is Tom / Index Sonic, and welcome to a Let's Play of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in Time. And I am joined by the greatest bromance on the internet, FTA and SonicMovie.
Yeah, that's pretty. Tom, I have to say though, you are betraying your people.
How I betray my people?
Because
it's Turtles.
you're British, alright? And so you should be playing this game under the British title, Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. Because we weren't allowed to, in England, we weren't allowed to hit the word ninja because the British government thought if we heard the word ninja, we'd go insane and murder each other on the playground. So we had to, our show was called Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles.
Well, it was better than actually pretending to be Power Rangers going around and beating the crap out. People would say, "Oh look, you're a putty. Let's beat the crap out of you."
Me and my brother played that game every day, and for 3 years in a row, he never once let me be a Power Ranger.
So, Steph, you want to explain the game, the story behind this game?
Well, the story behind this game is it's just we've seen Shredder stole something, and we're gonna go beat him up for it.
Brilliant.
Because stealing doesn't pay. Because are you Leonardo throughout the entire game?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, you
so
what
sucks for
hell?
you because. No, he's like the coolest turtle, and I like him, so screw you.
He's the blandest turtle.
Oh, yeah? Or what, Michelangelo better, or Donatello?
Donatello is the... Without Donatello, they'd be fucked, because he invents everything. Let's be honest, without him, they wouldn't have the giant car that says Ninja Turtle on it. They wouldn't have the giant blimp that says Turtle on it.
But the thing is, he's really, really fucked up. It says in the theme song, he does machines. He's the most fucked up one of the bunch.
Yeah, no, he's the smartest one because based on our theme song,
he fucked machines.
Donatello is the only one getting laid because none of them are fucking anything else. At least Donatello's screwing a machine.
Well, they've got April, so you know, 5-way.
This isn't Sonic 06. Keep your bestiality shit out of this.
Hey! The bestiality shit been around way before this.
No, Steven, have you ever played
I've never played a single Ninja Turtle game in my life, nor have I ever watched a cartoon or the movie. So, I know.
I'm so glad you're
here. See. Here's what I know about Ninja Turtles. There's a blue one, there's a red one, there's an orange one, and there's a purple one. Brilliant. And they also love pizza. And there's a magnet that says. Chicks dig a guy who can eat out, or something like that.
Yeah, I have that magnet. I bought that. It's the greatest magnet in human history. It's a magnet that has all 4 turtles and April O'Neil standing around a pizza with the caption "Chicks dig guys who eat out." How that got officially licensed, I have no idea.
There's a pair of Invader Zim panties where like Zim is just like looking out at you, and like all it says is "Watch me amaze you."
Oh wow.
I shit you not.
Oh my god, that's fantastic!
Well, if you want to hear some freaky stuff I heard about, there was a documentary recently when Christmas went past this year. It was a documentary about, you might not, Gareth, you know this, the snowman. They were talking about merchandising, and apparently someone actually approached the merchandising team behind the creator of Snowman and asked if they could make a snowman condom.
Yeah, buddy.
What? I mean, I would totally wear that, but why?
I don't know. Because there's sick, twisted people out there. And here's the first boss, Baxter Stockman.
Baxter Stockman. I know in the original comic books and like the 4Kids series, Baxter Stockman was like African American.
Yeah.
I know for the 80s cartoon show they changed him to white only because he spent literally the entire series getting slapped around by Shredder and the Fred Wolf production thought that would just be insanely racist if just Shredder was just slapping around this like little like black guy for the entire series. So
yeah.
they kind of wisely. Well, he's a human for like 4 episodes, and then they turn him into a fly, so he's green.
Yeah.
So it's okay to smack around blue people, but you know.
Yeah. But I do feel kind of sorry for the character. Every episode he does turn up, he always gets slapped back into that dimension hole thing throughout the whole time run of this show's run.
That's what happens at the end of every episode, man. Fucking Shredder and like Krang get sent back to Dimension X, and they all end when they eat a pizza.
Yep,
Hooray.
and Baxter Stockman just explodes.
Yeah, I love that how he just explodes for like no reason.
Well, this is Michael Bay production. You never know.
Oh god, don't. Yeah. Steven, have you heard that?
Yeah. Teenage Alien Ninja Turtles or whatever.
Yeah, Ninja Turtles. I will say though, this track, Alley Cat Blues, is one of my favorite bits of video game music of all time.
Who actually does the music in this game? Do you know, Gav?
Some Japanese guy. I don't fucking know his name.
Some Japanese guy. Okay, fair enough.
Jun Sonoy.
Oh, excuse me. I thought you were expert on Sonic. I didn't realise you can't be the expert on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as well, too, Gav. You're letting down the side here.
I'm letting down the internet, but not knowing every fact about everything in the world. I will say though that you were clearly playing the SNES version, and around this time, whenever like obviously this was in the arcades first, and whenever these games would get a home console release, they were pretty much always worse. Turtles in Time is the one exception for actually being far better than the arcade version. They added in a bunch of levels. They added in new special moves and like a throwing mechanic, which is nowhere near this game. So this is like, well, obviously the arcade version is 4-player, and obviously the graphics are they're just a lot smoother. But
by critics and fans, this is regarded as the best port of the version of this game, but it did get another re-release back quite a few years down the line on the PSN and Xbox arcade market when it was called Reshelled.
But a lot of people disliked that because it was just a remake of the arcade game, so it lacked all of the extra stuff that the SNES version had. Also, they changed all the music because at that point in time, Ubisoft had held the franchise rights for the Turtle franchise, but at this point it was Konami, and so Konami was like, you can take our level design, but you ain't having our music, and so they remade music, and it just sounds terrible. Also that they used the 4Kids cast, which it's pretty good cast, but you know, it's not as good as the 80s cast was.
Yeah, true. But the whole thing with that Reshelled game now, because ever since Nickelodeon pick up the rights of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the TV rights, they've been a bit funny about who owns the rights to other product now. Basically, you can't get this version of the you can't get this game, the old version of this game, or the Reshelled version on the online market anymore.
Well, that's because now Activision owns the video game rights to Ninja Turtles, and so obviously, you know, they don't want. I'm sure at some point now they'll probably remake their own version of it, or some such shit. But yeah, I think, you know, because the Activision bought the rights because all the rights were bought in 2009, and so I reckon probably at some point in the next year or so there'll be some Ninja Turtle game, which hopefully won't be very good, because the ones based on the 2K3 series are pretty sweet.
And here's the next box, Metalhead.
Mahead.
So Steve, he's pretty much a robot version of the Ninja Turtles.
Okay.
Yeah, he's basically in the newer show, he's quite interested in how they adapted in the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles show, the Nickelodeon one, which is like, he's just a little like how would you describe him?
Well, basically in the Nickelodeon version, he's an invention of Donatello's, because after being sick of his stick always breaking in combat, Donatello creates this like robot. But he's like half the size of the Turtles, but he just mops the floor with them. But Steven, the best thing is that when Metalhead's in combat, Donatello controls him using a classic NES controller. Was that? I know, like that's pretty sweet they did that.
Yeah. Is that an alien?
No, it's it's based off a creature in
the piece of eating monsters
from a classic episode called The Case of the Killer Pizza. They're basically pizza monsters, but they're clearly designed by Gigo's alien. And Tom, why are you emulating, motherfucker? Why can't you use a freaking SNES for this?
Well, because I'm a cheap bastard, I cannot afford a capture card, which is about £200, and yep. That's my excuse.
£200. Just buy an American version for like 150.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I know, but then you have to basically shut up.
Like when you go to eBay and look for one, you don't have to just buy the first one you see. You can look around for cheaper alternatives.
Just buy the shit from Mexico.
I like one that's like, well, last time I bought a capture card device, it was a that horrible capture card device. What is it called? Begin with a D.
Dick face.
Oh, I can't remember. The Dazzle, whatever.
Oh, Dazzle, yeah,
Dazzle. I had that, and that gave me a horrible time trying to record stuff on. So I was like, you know what, fuck it, I can't be asked for capture cards.
That's the greatest moment in this game. In any of the special stages, whenever the Turtles hit their toes, they jump up and down and go, "My toes, my toes!" It's fucking amazing.
Yeah, because it's blatantly obvious that these guys are not based off the alien monsters whatsoever.
They're clearly not, Tom, for one clear reason. These are yellow, the aliens aren't. So there's clearly no copyright infringement at all.
Yeah, there's no giveaway with a massive tail, massive claws, massive mouth, massive head. No, it looks nothing like that. That's like saying Frieza's third, fourth form look like alien. Doesn't look like an alien form.
I don't watch Dragon Ball Z, so that nerd reference is lost on me.
Yeah. Okay, Rat King. There we go. He was. This was another guy that was added into this version of the game from what I can remember off the top of my head.
Yeah, I believe there's my toes. There are a couple of like vehicles like levels like this, and there's one coming up who's set in like the future, which I believe were added. So Stephen, so far, how are you enjoying watching this amazing game?
I've been wondering, can you die?
Oh yeah, you can die, but yeah. I'm gonna guess, Tom, you have this on the easy setting, don't you?
Yes, I do.
You cheat bastard! You can't even really complete the game on easy, you cheating bastard!
Yes, I know. I didn't realise this until like the very end of recording this. So yeah.
Because like this is one of them games where like if you complete it in like easy or normal, you get to the end and the game pretty much tells you, stop being a baby, play this game on hard. So like,
yeah.
Oh, okay, I'll go back and play on hard.
That's what I mean. Like
I have the toy of that machine Rat King is riding in.
It's like, I don't do my homework when I record these games, so I just basically just wing it and just go, fuck it.
Brilliant.
And this is the level that was added into the version, because originally when you're in the sewer level, you would get transported in time already, so the Technostrone, it was an added level to this. And, yeah.
Let's kick shell!
Shell. One of the most classic lines in the Turtle thing. Yeah, boy.
How was it a classic line? Did the Turtles say, let's kick shell? Why?
Yes.
Are they kicking each other?
Yes, because they're self-hating turtles.
Well, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle in a half shell.
In a half shell.
Turtle power.
They have a whole shell. I don't know if you've noticed. They all have whole shells. So.
They do? Oh man, that theme song. You know who wrote the theme song to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? The guy who created 2.5 Men.
There you go.
That's sinking.
Wow. Wow.
Chuck Lorre, yeah, I know.
Teenage and 2.5 shells.
Oh god, that'd be brilliant.
So that's why in the second episode of 2.5 Men, it opens with Charlie Sheen's character playing the Ninja Turtle theme on his piano.
Oh, nice.
Can I join in? Can I play player 2?
No, you can't.
Oh.
Nobody lets go. Nobody wants to play with me.
Credits.
No.
I can't play the emulator without credits.
I was in this a few weeks ago. Well, yeah, a few weeks ago I was in this vintage arcade game shop, and there was a arcade cabinet of the first Turtle arcade game. I was really excited, but the thing was broken, and I put my money in to play as a Donatello, the best turtle, and I got stuck with Raphael, the worst turtle.
Yeah, because I've got to admit, Donatello is good to play in these two versions of the game, because he does have the furthest reach out of the turtles.
Exactly.
With his staff.
Also, at this point in time, because the you know, as most people who are familiar with the entire franchise, Raphael is the strongest, or normally the strongest, but in the 80s cartoon, for whatever reason,
he was the most pussy.
Well, yeah, in the games especially, because normally Michelangelo is the fast one and Raphael's the strongest, but for some reason in games based on the 80s cartoon show, that's inverse. So for some reason, I guess because he was the most popular character, that they made Michelangelo stronger. So, Stephen, I'll give you $5,000 if you can tell me where these two bosses came from.
$5,000?
If you can tell me without looking it up, if you can tell me in the next 5 seconds where these two came from.
Obviously they are ripoffs of Grounder and Scratch. From SOATH.
You win!
So
even though this came out 6 years before it
Shut up!
Sure. Scratch and Grounder.
Well, they are named Tozar.
Where's my $5,000?
Therefore.
Then Toko and Raja, they are of course from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze.
Which had Super Shredder in it, which was played by a random fact I know here, by Kevin Nash, a former wrestler. Which is a random little fact to say.
Super Shredder's in that scene for like, it's weird because in the first movie it takes like all 4 turtles combined can't defeat Super Shredder, they can't defeat regular Shredder. Splinter has to fight him, and then he gets dropped into like a trash compactor and literally crushed to death. He somehow survives that, as you do.
Yeah.
And in the sequel, like he comes back and he takes the mutagen, and he becomes like a Super Shredder, and he gets killed by a wooden bridge.
Well,
okay.
He kills himself.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Tom, do you get all the Chaos Emeralds in this playthrough?
Yeah. Yes, I do. They're not called Chaos Emeralds, they're called Turtle Emeralds.
Are they green? Are they all green?
That'd be genius.
Well, there's 7 different colours, and they're all bright and shiny, and they're all shaped like turtles.
Aw, that's cute.
That would be amazing if this game was called Quest for the Turtle Emeralds.
You know what? I'll pay shit. Wait.
Okay, guys.
That shit.
So humor me. Did the Ninja Turtles have a backstory?
Yeah, man.
Okay, so how did they get to be who they are now?
Okay, so essentially, well, which version do you want? The original comic version, the first cartoon version, the movie version? Because they have a backstory that's by and large the same in all versions, but it's just like small details here and there are changed. Which version do you
the
want?
one that you most agree with, I guess.
Okay, well, the version I prefer is that years ago there was a man called Hamato Yoshi who was a great ninja and the head of like of a clan called the Foot, and then there was another guy called Uroku Saki, who was kind of like a dick basically, and he kind of usurped Yoshi's power, and you know, basically usurped him and was just a general dick. Then Yoshi, in disgrace, he kind of flees to America, where he kind of fuck. It's so different. Okay.
Basically he goes in the hiding, and basically
that was a bad question though, wasn't it?
Well, no, still secret. Okay. The original, the truest version of it is that Splinter is always a rat. Splinter was the rat of a man called Hamato Yoshi, and he gets murdered, and the Shredder, and he learns Jitsu by watching his master do moves, and then this rat teaches himself by watching this man do it.
And then he raises a bunch of turtles, which also got mutated to be trained assassins to assassinate the Shredder, and that's the original comic storyline. Because
the very, very original comic book has Splinter as Hamato Yoshi murdering Shredder's brother, and then Shredder, Hamato Yoshi, Oroku Saki rather, you know, swears vengeance and tracks down Hamato Yoshi and murders him. And then Splinter, and then then after a while, Splinter, who's a rat, he finds these 4 turtles, and they all get covered in this mutagen, which causes them to become more human-like. And then Splinter, for whatever reason, decides to train them in the art of in the comic books, he trains them specifically to murder Shredder. That's issue 1, the very first issue of Ninja Turtles, has Splinter saying, "Okay, here's why we're here. Go and fuck Shredder up." And they do. Issue 1 ends with them murdering Shredder, because it was only meant to be a 1-issue thing, but it sold insanely well. They turned it into a series. But obviously,
you
when
have
the
5 seconds left. Brilliant. Okay, so that's part 1.
That's part. Okay, so everyone's.